All right, Levy, what do we have today?
Do you think confessions make a relationship stronger?
Well, what the hell are we confessing? I suppose is the issue here.
Well, recently I had a confession,
It wasn't a confession.
but it was to me.
You can't confess to something that's not a crime in any. A confession implies something wrong had happened.
I had dated 2 weeks before I met you.
Oh my God, a 50-year-old woman had dated before they met me. Shock me to the world. What the hell?
It was a big confession for me.
Yeah, and I'm going, what the hell is wrong with you, woman? Again, and we're going to, my interest in this conversation has, the time we have discussed. We're still talking about it. And I still have no interest in it.
Okay, so what kind of confessions would bring you closer? Emotional confessions is all I'm thinking of. I mean, but if you're talking about
if you're talking
transgressions,
if you're talking a major transgressions,
yeah,
then your relationship is probably on the rocks anyway. And so the only way it's going to be solved is going to be confessional. It really is. If you want to save the relationship, if you've done something insanely stupid, right? You've broken one of the big four things, type thing, and the only way you can repair that relationship is through confessional. And it's not a likely thing, but it
happens.
You're not gonna repair it by not confessing, because you're always gonna have this untruth hanging over your head like the sword of Damocles, and you don't want that, right? Because you're never gonna repair a relationship like that. You can't repair a relationship based upon dishonesty. So, the only way to repair a relationship like that is through a confession. But gosh, I forgot to buy the milk on the way home from work. Well, I didn't really forget. I just didn't feel like doing it. I'm just going to tell her I forgot. Well, I don't know. You should probably just not say I don't feel like getting milk on the way home from work to start with, but I'm not entirely sure a confessional is going to do anything one way or the other at that point. Again, it's, if you don't do anything you need to confess for in the first place, you don't need to confess.
Right.
And that is your daily dose.